Here is my 2 cents on the comments made by Lynn Dakile of the Vault on her community posts. Now, this is the thing. When people say Lynn is obsessed with Owami, the diamonds get offended and then they start attacking people on their comment section. However, guys, let's acknowledge what is actually going on. So Owami did a live a few days back before the actual divorce party, which was yesterday, the 1st of October. So she did a live saying that she is shocked and surprised of the numbers of RSVPs that she got. She was doing the RSVP thingy because she was like, maybe I'll get 50 people to go. So she just wanted to know the approximate numbers that she can get so she can plan appropriately, which is understandable. But she then said that she was shocked to find that it's over like possibly 300 people that are actually coming to the party, which is way more than what she expected, and she is happy about that. However, it will be very costly for her to now procure food for such large numbers. Is going to hit her hard in her pocket, especially when she had that big reveal that she was working on, which we now know it is a salon. So Owami did say that there will be food sold at the venue, but she will be providing sandwiches for those people who can't buy food for themselves, you understand. So the numbers were big, okay? And then as I was scrolling through YouTube looking for something to watch, I saw a community post by Lynn Dakile where she said, "Be safe this weekend, my dazzling diamonds." And I didn't take in much into it. It's a YouTuber wishing a good weekend to her followers, so it was nothing to it. But I did have that thing at the back of my head that is she saying this because Owami is going to have this party which is going to have so many people, because we know how out of control those numbers can get and a lot can happen at a party that has such large numbers, okay? And when Owami was doing the update about the divorce party, there was no mention of security and so on and so forth, and she said that the RSVP was just for her to get an understanding of the numbers, but anyone who wants to come can come. So, and there was going to be ninjas as well. There was going to be observers, as Owami Entertainment mentioned. So a lot could have gone wrong. So I was also like, maybe that's what she's referring to. But again, she did another community post where she posted a sandwich. Now, if you remember, I just said, Owami said that she was going to provide sandwiches for those people who won't be able to buy their own food. So Lynn posted the sandwich thingy, and under her comments, she also wrote that if you know, you know. And then people were going on commenting about Owami that not even at a black organized event where people have ever seen someone providing sandwiches. Basically, they were talking down on the sandwiches and the situation. And other people were asking what is actually going on. And some people were explaining that no, Owami is going to provide sandwiches for the poor ninjas, So just from those comments alone, I was like, what is going on over here, And it's the same, that is the behavior. Let me say it like this. That is the behavior that is leading people to say that Lynn is obsessed with Owami. Those are the kinds of posts, the kind of things that Lynn does that make people say that Lynn is actually obsessed with Owami, that Lynn is here on YouTube, especially on the Vault Entertainment, just to be an unofficial fan page of Owami, because she seems as if she gets a high from talking about Owami. She gets excited from talking about Owami. Her channel is basically dedicated on Owami. And these are the kinds of things that make people say that. And I wish and I hope that the Dazzling Diamonds and Lynn could actually see what people are actually saying and not only be defensive. Now, I'm not saying this to say that Lynn must stop talking about Owami, Lynn must leave Owami alone, and so on and so forth. But I am saying to say this is the type of things that make people say that Lynn is obsessed with Owami. Lynn is always watching and listening to what Owami is doing, and she is basically a fan of Owami. She's acting like a ninja, but she's actually a ninja. And I do hope Lynn could take a step back on such content, because as I've said in many of these videos, Lynn has a potential to be one of the biggest YouTubers. Lynn has the potential to be one of the names that when you're talking about entertainment channels in South Africa. Lynn is one of the people we are going to mention. But when she does things like this, it takes away from her potentially takes away from her talent, and people go and focus on the hate, I could say, relationship that she has with Owami. And then that's when people start to call her a fan of Owami, and they start to call her someone who's obsessed with Owami, and that takes away from the shine that you can get from her potential and from her work. Lynn has one of the voices that you can listen to all day. She has a good, let me say, a good delivery. Yes, the things she might be saying sometimes may just be off, but she has a really good delivery. I like her, what do you call, the way she speaks, man, the gestures that she makes, just the way that Lynn speaks from her voice. She has the potential to be a favorite on these YouTube streets, but when she does things like this, it just takes away from that. And I hope she could take a step back, reflect and see where she can actually develop, and just stop with these postmen that are so focusing and Owami. Yes, we understand that they were suing each other and so on and so forth, but she has an opportunity to rebrand herself away from Owami's hater or Owami's basher and just be Lynn of the vault. Because at this point, when you're saying Lynn Dakile, Owami's name comes into mind as well. So she has the potential to just be Lynn Dakile of the vault by herself without being attached to being a hater of Owami, a basher of Owami, or someone who is obsessed with Owami.